Alright, so we're going to show you how to use StringBuffer. Again, let's review what's the difference between StringBuilder, StringBuffer, and String. So String class is immutable, right? StringBuffer is mutable. StringBuilder is mutable. Now, what's mutable and immutable? So, mutable means you can the attributes, right? The values of class attribute or instant variables can be changed. Immutable means same thing but cannot be changed. That's the opposite. Or sometimes you see class without the attributes or fields, right? Oh, no setters, right? Something like that. Now, what's the difference between StringBuffer and StringBuilder? So StringBuffer and it's synchronized. So, but it's not synchronized. So what's synchronized mean? Synchronized means when the methods, I would say the methods are synchronized. So this is and the methods are not synchronized. So synchronized means when the methods when it's being used or when the methods are being used from the instances of the class at the same time, it will not allow. The methods are not allowed to use for the instances of the class at the same time. Like in this case, the class is StringBuffer class. So this is to make sure that since this is mutable, that's why you can change the values, right? So that's why I want to make sure that the value that being modified from the method are in sync. The values that are being modified from the method are in sync. So we only worry about when the methods we talk about the method that allow to modify the contents, right? Like those setters. The setters, setter methods. Okay. Now let's look at example of string buffer. So we're going to first we need to import, right? We need to know the package for it's under Java lang. That means you don't need to import. All the packages, all the classes that resides in java.lang, like string, system, those auto imported. So we don't need to worry about importing. So public class string buffer demo, right? So public statics void main string args. Now we're going to call. Now when you use StringBuffer, you pretty much just need to instantiate it. Not like string. That's one thing that's different. String you have to. You don't have to instantiate. You could, but you don't have to. And then you can just set the values to that string buffer. We're going to say dot. We're gonna print that out. We're gonna replace. Let's look at the capacity first. System dot out dot print. So that is the capacity of the string. So if you look at the length, we can do the same with string length string buffer dot length. Alright, so let's compile this and see what happened. Export path $sign path equals to $path C :/program files /java/cdk1.8.0_65/bin Java C string buffer Java string buffer. There you go. So let's look at the code again. So if you look at the length just counting how many, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 letters. Like I said, capacity is like an array size that you can store the string of characters, right? So it's 21. So if I modify this by removing, right, the initial values, so we should see the default size of this string buffer, which is 16. So that's why, like when you create string buffer, it's just like you declare an array, give the size as 16. Okay. So that's the default size that I'm talking about. Alright, so that's just showing some of the methods. And you can technically do the same. You can replace the values like StringBuilder, StringBuffer. They're technically the same methods. Only the synchronized things method are synchronized for StringBuffer. Let's say if I want to do replace, you can specify the index to replace starting and ending, and then the new string. And then you can also insert the new string to add the location that you wish to insert to. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to StringBuffer, right? Now, let's say StringBuffer.insert start from index 0, and we insert something text, right? And we going to system.out. We're going to just print out the string after insert, right? And then after insert, we can also do replace. Just specify the offset, like 1, deferring 0 is going to be t, right? That's the index, like an array of characters. So the first letter is 0, A is 1, N is 2, E is 3, and S is 4, and the size is 5, right? Because 0 to 4. So if I want to replace an A with something else, so index 1, actually starting index, we have to see what it means by replaced. So let's check the Java doc for that. Let's say I check builder, which is the same as StringBuffer, StringBuilder. It's only the synchronized thing. Replace the characters in a substring of this sequence with characters in a specified string. So want to see if it's from start, beginning, index, inclusive, that one I want to see, and exclusive, that means ending. So if I want to replace an with xx, then I will need to do starting with a, index 1, and ending index 3, because that's exclusive e, right? So, and want to replace with the xx, right? Okay, let's see. And print it out again. Not ready. Run quit. Compile it. Voila. So pretty much technically very like string method, right? Like string class and the method of string class.